comes up into my set. But my boy harvested a bird here a few days ago on Saturday of opening day of youth season. Let's go. Whew. Whew. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Whew. Oh. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Guys, I don't know if you could see it, but I had a similar issue when I was in Kansas. Trigger wouldn't go off, and I cycled safety. I had issues the other day, and I cleaned my gun, got it all working, thought it was great. And anyway, I checked it a ton of times, thought it was good. And anyway, here went first shell, wouldn't go off, slowly ejected it, shell got jammed, shook it out, threw the next one in, it wouldn't go off. So finally I thought I gotta slam it. So I threw it back, slammed it forward, up, boom, gun went off. Thank you, Lord. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Got here a little after 9, been hoping that this bird would come back through. Saw him in here a few days ago. It rained, so I thought coming into this field, this bird might come in. Thank you, Lord. Guys, we'll get out, take a look at this bird. I'm still shaking. I'm so nervous. I was getting so upset with the gun. And we got one down here in West Virginia. Got one here for my boy on Saturday. Today is Wednesday. And then a few days after we got his, I think it must have been this one that started showing up on camera. And was able to make it happen. Thank goodness. So I'll go get on this bird. I gotta get him home, get him cleaned up, and then I gotta get into work. Hope that was exciting for you guys as it was me. Oof. We're walking up on this bird for the first time. Thank you, Viper Ammunition. I tell you, that had nothing to do with the shells. My gun, I had issues back in Kansas with a different load. And I think what's going on is with that 1187, I'm not slamming it forward when I load. I'm just easing it forward. Man, that's a big bird. And I think it's not allowing it to fully engage to be able to fire. And then even though I'm like sliding it back and forth, again, I'm not sinking it solid. So it wasn't until there where I really slammed it on that last one that it was locked in and good to go. But let's check out this bird. That smells good. You know what that smells like? Success. Let's take a look at this bird here. Look how pretty, just the way he's laying. Let's look how pretty that is. Isn't that just beautiful color? Beautiful color right there. Big bird. Oh yeah, you got peppered. Oh yeah, pretty bird. Man, look at that color. Just pretty. Good 2-year-old. I'd say at least 2-year-old. Good long beard. Spurs. That's what I'd say is 2-year-old. Pretty bird though. Wow. Well guys, we got it done today in West Virginia. It's Wednesday, 3rd day of season, and I couldn't be more happy. I mean, I was definitely stressed in this situation. If you guys saw there, I had plenty of time. What you didn't see off camera is I heard him gobble clear around the hill, probably a couple 100 yards away. And so gave him some soft calls, got what I thought was all the cameras, everything ready, got my gun ready, got it off safety, ready to go. And he worked all the way down around this bench and to the finger. And I guess it is pretty steep back here, but anyways, he got on the end of that finger there and started gobbling. And I thought he's wanting me to come to him, but I want him obviously to come to me. So I just did some light purrs, and then I yelped real softly, and then he gobbled some more, and then eventually I just thought, I'm shutting up, and he made his way up the hill. Finally spotted old Brutus here and went straight to Brutus. Let's Betsy stay here alone for a bit. Started flogging and picking on Brutus, which is great because I had gun issues, and this gun was giving me fits in Kansas last year. I thought I got it resolved. I didn't tear the whole firing mechanism apart and clean it good, but I cleaned it the best I could without tearing it apart because I didn't want to go ahead and mess up my red dot where I already got everything sighted in. I went ahead and just cleaned it really good last night, cycled a gazillion times, worked great. Go out here and he comes up there, gave him a little bit of time there with old Brutus, and then I thought, all right, I'm going to take the shot. Don't get, you know, greedy and try to get a bunch of footage. Nothing. Slid the slide back, forward, nothing. Tried to eject it quietly, and the shell was hung up because I didn't go ahead and just eject it hard. So then I sat there trying to beat the shell out of the gun. All the while, this Gobbler is sitting there looking around, what's going on? But I think he got back to on the Brutus. So I got it clear, slammed another one in, or slid another one in, up, wouldn't go off. And finally I thought, okay, I'm going to do like we did in Kansas. I'm just going to slam it forward. So ejected that one, slammed it forward, boom, gun went off. #1 West Virginia bird for the year. This is great. This was you know, the third bird for us. Mason got a bird in Ohio and West Virginia on Saturday in youth opener, and then this bird started showing up on camera a couple days ago, but he wasn't on camera yesterday. He was on camera Monday and Sunday and Monday. And so the rain came today, and I thought, I'm going to go into this field, get in my blind. I got rained out where I was earlier because I couldn't, I didn't have a blind or anything there, and I got all the camera equipment. So I did have a hen come through earlier about, I think 9:30, 10. And then he let off way back up the hollow there, and I was able to sweet talk him in using the Hardy's custom calls and Viper ammunition. Put the smack down on him. I mean, it just dropped him in its tracks when I did get the firing mechanism to finally let loose, and it just smoked him. But it's pretty cool, you know. We've been able to harvest 3 birds using this new setup here with the Avian X strutter and lay down hen, and I tell you, it works like a charm pulling in these birds and keeps them distracted in this case, you know, to where I could get on and get my gun resolved, be able to go ahead and get the shot off. But man, I was stressing. I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen to you. If you have, leave a comment, you know, in the comments section. I'd love to hear about it, because if you've seen my video, if you haven't, check out my video that's a Kansas Jake hunt where Gabe Martin and I are in Kansas, and I mean, we have anything and everything that's happening to us trying to get on some birds. I missed one, then we're running and gunning, and they're going and coming, and then get on these group of jakes, and then you talk about going through a whole gun fiasco. And in that case, we're in the wide open. We have no blind. We're sitting there, I think, with birds 20 yards away. Luckily, I think there was a cedar that was kind of shading us or blocking us some, and I had this issue with this gun and finally got it resolved and harvested a jake. But today, going home with a long beard, probably a 2-year-old, so I don't care. All I was looking for is a long beard, full fan, good long beard. And now I'm excited. I'm going to get to go hunt with Craig Dennison and Matt Abruzzino. I'll go with Gabe and then some gentlemen there from Vortex. We're going to hunt with them this coming weekend. So I'm really excited to be able to go do some hunting with them. I think I'm going to go ahead and start toting my boys 20 gauge. 1, to be able to try to harvest a West Virginia bird with a 20 gauge, and 2, I need to tear this thing apart and have some time to get it sighted in, and I'm actually supposed to leave this afternoon. So great day. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. We'll be bringing you more content. As always, we'll see you guys on the next video. And like I said, check out the others. I'm sure there's some other videos that you guys would really enjoy watching. We've got a lot of good harvests, and I got a lot of good tips and tricks on my channel that could maybe benefit you as well on being able to harvest good deer, improve your habitat, good turkey, and both being able to set up your property to both attract and hold wildlife. So make sure you give a channel a check out. Oh, I wanted to cover some stuff real quick. What did I learn today? I always like to cover something in my head, at least, of what I learned. 1, take the time, tear your gun apart every season, clean it up good, make sure it's right. It only takes that one time for it to not be right, and it can cost you the bird. Same thing, you know, with a rifle deer hunting. It can cost you maybe that buck of a lifetime. Make sure you take the time. Other things I learned, which has been successful, is using these AVNX decoys. You know, I do think there's a risk factor that a subordinate gobbler might be more timid and less likely to come in, but more of your dominant birds will come in and, like there, start flogging. So I like using that AVNX Jake full strut decoy with the fake fan. Well, with a real fan that I made actually in place of the fake fan. And anything else? Patience. Big thing today was patience. I got here around 9, played the weather. It rained. I was hoping they'd come hit this field, and I was just gonna go ahead and sit it out until that 1 o'clock time frame. Same way with Mason. We killed his bird at 12:40. Time's up at 1. Today, same thing. I played the patience game, got here around 9, 9:30, and we sat, and next thing you know, he sounded off, and I was able to work him in. You know, again, I love these mid-mornings, as I call them, you know, from that 10 to 11 or 10 to 12. You get a lone gobbler, and especially like this one, he sounded off on his own. I called, he hammered right back. I'm thinking, that's a killable bird. So, a couple learnings for you. You guys might think of those when you're out hunting. Remember, don't always try to just deduce or to think about your failures. Also think about your successes. What did I do right that I want to make sure and keep doing them again? And learn from your failures. Okay, what did I do that I don't want to keep doing and do them again? Or I mean, make sure you don't do them again. So there's always learning. You know, we had learnings from Masons as well. So guys, again, thanks for watching.